So this is a true story. Now, some of you know this story and may be surprised to know its derivation. This story really originated in Bodenham. Yeah, it originated in Bodenham. There was this little boy who was visiting his grandmother in Bodenham. She had knit him this wonderful pair of mittens as a Christmas gift. And it was the coldest day of the year. This is unbelievable. The coldest day of the year when this happened. And the little boy, so he put the mittens on. And of course, it was in Bodenham, it was this little house, and she had a wood stove. So he was out gathering wood for her. And as he was gathering wood on the coldest day of the year in Bodenham, he bent over to pick up just one more stick to take back to his grandmother. And a mitten came off his hand on the coldest day of the year. And he didn't notice. Really. On the coldest day of the year, he reached down to pick up that last stick. And as he did, the mitten fell off, and he didn't even notice it had fallen off. Well, it hadn't been gone long before a little mouse came running across the snow, and it was so cold. And when the mouse saw the mitten, the mouse thought, that's where I want to be. That's going to be warm. And the mouse crawled right into the mitten. The mouse crawled right into the mitten. Crawled right into the mitten. Yep, crawled right into the mitten. The mouse crawled, first he looked it over. And then he crawled right into the mitten. He crawled right in that way. Yeah. And got nice and warm in the mitten. And he thought, this is great, this is really cozy. But he hadn't been there long before a frog who had forgotten to hibernate came hopping across the snow. And the frog, seeing the mitten, crawled right into it too, and actually the mitten was big enough to hold both of them. And the mouse stayed inside the mitten. And the mouse stayed inside the mitten. And they stopped moving around, And they stopped because the mitten was starting to stretch now. And no sooner had they gotten comfortable there than an owl swooped down. Now this made the mouse and the frog very nervous because owls like to munch on mice and frogs. But the owl said, I'm just cold, let me in. And the owl just fluttered and pushed her way inside the mitten, just got right inside the mitten. And, got right inside the mitten. And pretty much very cozy inside the mitten. Oh my gosh. The owl had just gotten comfortable when along came a rabbit, hopping across the field, saying, quick, I'm cold, let me in, and there's a fox around, I think, and the rabbit almost lost the pad on her foot, and then just quickly pushed her way right inside the mitten, and the mitten stretched a little, and the animals giggled a little, and then they got comfortable. This is really fun, and we're very warm, and the mitten was stretching quite a bit now, and sure enough, along came a fox. Along came a fox. And it was not a small fox. And the fox saw the mitten and pushed his way in and said, I'm not hungry, I just want to get warm. And he pushed his way into the mitten, and all the animals had to adjust. And once the fox got comfortable, along came a wolf! A wolf! And the wolf was freezing, and the wolf was looking for a place to get warm, and the wolf saw the mitten, and the wolf, underneath, and got inside, and the mitten stretched, and clearly was about to break, when along came, we don't see them anymore, and a good thing too, a warthog who was freezing, and needed a place to get comfortable, and saw the mitten, and climbed inside, he did it, inside the mitten, yes, and then, along came a bear, and the bear was freezing, And the bear was looking a little scary. The bear pushed. And the mitten stretched. It was barely holding together. And then an old grandmother cricket saw the mitten and came out with her little cane. And she came up to the mitten and she looked at it and thought, oh, I'll get in there. And she stuck one little paw under and the mitten went pop and started to fly all over the place. And everybody ran away. And the mitten was, oh, fell apart. And at that moment, the little boy realized that he didn't have one of his mittens. And he thought, I must have dropped it when I picked up that last stick. And he went back looking for the stick. But when he got to the place where he picked up the last stick, all he saw was a bunch of scratchy marks in the snow. And then all of a sudden, a little mouse ran across the clearing with a tuft of red on his head. And the little boy thought, that might be from a mitten. So he went back and he told, and the mouse watched him. A brazen mouse. So he went back and he told his grandmother and he apologized. And she said that was all right. And she knitted him another pair of mittens. And it's the truth. He still has them. Ta-da!